Why is nobody talking about Hurricane Melissa?
Meteorologists have described Hurricane Melissa as unreal due to its exceptional and rare characteristics, which include its extreme rapid intensification, its ability to defy conditions that would normally weaken a storm, and a highly unusual radar presentation.
At first, it looked like an ordinary hurricane, and it was moving north. And just like every other storm was moving north, but this one did something weird. It changed trajectory. It shifted, cutting sharply towards Jamaica. And just days before this shift, headlines began surfacing that Jamaica...
Now, for St. Elizabeth, several years ago, I had mentioned that Jamaica needs to purpose-build a city. We haven't really purpose-built a city. We have never done it.
It's crazy to me that every single time there are plans for
purpose-built a city.
Smart city infrastructure, natural disasters seem to hit the exact area.
And I had tasked the UDC to identify the area that would be best suited for the development of the third city.
Is sitting on untapped natural resources. Huge.
The area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here.
They have gas, oils, rare earth minerals, things that are worth billions. So the question is,
still, Andrew, what make you do it?
Was this turn a coincidence or something else?
But make you see what going on.
I'm not stating any claims. I am asking.
Now welcome back to another exclusive for live. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review.
Oh no! Watch this man at X represent for exclusive.
What's up?
Baby, let's go! Now much blessing and blessing to all my viewers and all my subscribers. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to another exclusive for a topic discussion review. Now coming up in today's discussion, I have some very important topic that we're gonna run through today in today's broadcast. Now before we get into the broadcast, I'm asking you viewers and my subscriber, please share this broadcast to a friend. Press the like button, the thumbs button on the video so that this video can get recommended to other like-minded viewers and subscribers. Now we're seeing where Hurricane Melissa has totally annihilated Jamaica, and my heart bleed for the people of Jamaica. My prayers are with you. My heart are with my family and friends in Jamaica. Now according to meteorologists are persons who go college and university, the highest universities in the world, get their education to become meteorologists. These people are people who study storms. They're fascinated by storms. They put their life at risk to get pictures, image, understanding how storms work, how they are created. And according to them, they are saying that Hurricane Melissa is unreal. According to the meteorologists, they are saying Storm Melissa had a mind of its own. They have never seen, throughout their years of chasing storm, a storm like Melissa. It's like it's so unreal. Now they are not saying that what happened with Storm Melissa is not possible, but they are saying that with everything with that storm, it just seems unreal, and there are so much things that need to be studied about Storm Melissa that them have to go back to school. Literally, them have to go back to them textbook because Storm Melissa just seemed too unreal. Now I have all the article, and this article what I'm gonna present to you is not an AI, and you can find it on his Facebook page, his Twitter page, his website, where he posts this article about his observation of Storm Melissa. Now, we have seen where the Prime Minister of our great nation of Jamaica, he came out and he made this speech about St. Elizabeth being the first prepared city in Jamaica. And this prepared city, what he's talking about, is one of them smart city he's gonna build in Jamaica. And it's just like a mere coincidence that the same parish that the Prime Minister says he wants to develop and turn into this prepared city, natural disaster, hit that exact spot. And according to meteorologists, the storm, as I said before, has a mind of its own and changed direction, stood for a week, increasing its strength from some, some kind of mysterious or strange, as they say, eat radar. So I don't know.
Why is nobody talking about Hurricane Melissa?
Meteorologists have described Hurricane Melissa as unreal due to its exceptional and rare characteristics, which include its extreme rapid intensification, its ability to defy conditions that would normally weaken a storm, and a highly unusual radar presentation.
However, it's all there. And as I said, this is not pointing finger at no one. All me do is to show you what the professionals said. And it's up to you, because you have a mind of your own. And I can't think for you, and I'm not telling you what to think, or I'm not telling you what to say, or I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I've discovered, what professionals are saying, what other people are saying, and it's up to you. Now, before I get into that part of this broadcast, as I said, like the video, share the video, so that this video can be recommended to like-minded viewers.
Oh no! Watch this, man. Adidja that's represent for exclusive.
What's up?
Baby, let's go!
Well, watch me Dr. Close. Today I work from morning. Right now we are clear all our debris so the road can clear so people can drive get me. So right now, this is the Shoeberry district. Yeah, Catawood. Yeah, Catawood. Watch it, Chata. You see it? So, we know why, we just want the people to do this. That's what we do. We're not only doing this,
Now, I want to send a big shout out to King Beaneman. Yes, I said it. King Beaneman. Since this hurricane, Beaneman has been out there. And not only that, for over the years, Beaneman have shown why he's a king. He's his king in his own right, and he deserved that title, king. I remember, the earth, many kings was there on earth, many kings. See it? And we can see the kings them of Jamaica. I step up and be the man out. Touch me if you see it. Oh, the man, you know what I mean? A king do them thing, yeah. We also see where king and queen, Vybz Kartel and Spice, I step up for the Jamaican people them.
Wanna come here? Guys, you know here? Kartel donate $35 million to Jamaica. Then suppose him never come from prison, I would give it. Me not lie. Can somebody tag Kartel and tell him say me have no window, me have no door? Kartel, me proud of you. Me proud of you, Kartel. Them say, oh God bless, no man curse. And this is it. Yes, man, bless up yourself 1,000 times. Yeah, man.
Vybz Kartel launches the Adidja Palmer Foundation following Hurricane Melissa. As many notable Jamaicans within the entertainment industry rally to help those most in need following Hurricane Melissa, Vybz Kartel is the latest to step forward with plans to assist many Jamaicans who has suffered from the devastating impact of the Category 5 system that has so far left 19 persons dead on the island. Romike, Ding Dong, Spice, Javi, 450, Shaggy, Sean Paul, Bounty Killer, and Flippa Mogala are some of the notably names who has been actively donating since the hurricane passed. After many speculations and an earlier hint, Vybz Kartel took to social media Saturday night to highlight his newly formed the Adidja Palmer Foundation, which he says was created from love for Jamaica. A statement posted with an artwork reads, "Our mission starts with helping those affected by Hurricane Melissa across Jamaica. When disaster strikes, we stand with our communities, bringing relief, support, and hope where it's needed most." It continues, "But this is only the beginning. Our vision goes beyond hurricane relief. The Adidja Palmer Foundation is built to grow, to reach into corners of need, to uplift and to effect real change. We believe giving back isn't just an act, it's a responsibility. Every effort, every donation, every hand extended makes a difference. The Adidja Palmer Foundation stands for relief, resilience, and renewal for Jamaica today, and for the future we're building together." The graphic posted also has the words, "Jamaica, I'm coming home." While the Portmore DJ has made several sizable donations in the past, none was under the Adidja Palmer Foundation banner.
We see where Shaggy and Sean Paul, we see the queens them of Jamaica, I step up, I play them part for the people them of Jamaica. You understand? And them people there, the people them of Jamaica, for look at, cause them come from nothing, and them a give back, Check out that clip where it be in the man.
Wanna make them go on,
People, you know, sister down the side the famous Alan Bambo, that brother. Melissa, you go and body and all Alan Bambo. Melissa mash up, you know. Such a good. And it's the one like go cross, sir. One at a time. Let
me the right here.
Respect being man, big up yourself all the time. One love, peace and love. All the time, big up yourself. Yeah, man.
Now,
I thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But you might saw when we did that this.
Yes, good morning, my Jamaican people. People all over the world, all over the diaspora. Blessed morning. All of my tenant them. All my tenants. Listen, I'm not capping. Here what I want you to do. Here what I want all of you guys to do now. Don't pay me no rent for 3 months. I cover light bill, I cover everything. 3 months. Don't pay, just sort yourself out, right? I will send you guys messages to let you know that you don't need to pay rent for 3 months. So I wouldn't mind all landlords could do that in Jamaica. Number few, all of the promoter them, when England, America, Canada, all over. See party they wanna keep, when you don't keep them, buy some food, buy some things, pack up some things, send God to Jamaica get some family, because some of you forget to no family. That's all come about all of them. That's all, we don't want to see no more champagne wetting up at this moment for 3 months. We don't want to see, we don't want to look on the internet and see nobody a waste of champagne. And any champagne a waste, the promoter them, we make sure we pack up some things. Call Kingsley, make him come pick up. Kingsley shipping. You hear that? What may I say to you now? So who can fly out and go help the people them. Because I love where I deal with it now. So right now, so tomorrow morning, I'm heading out to Jamaica. I'm heading out to Jamaica to help. Yes, buy me ticket and head out. As soon as the airport come in, I head out. So here we go on, people. Listen where we go on. The jump round, all ballers, shot callers, quitters, maintenance, hard-working people. Come on, put your foot down. The landlord them say, you can live for free. All over the world, live for free. All Jamaican, live for free for 3 months. Live for free for 3 months. All right, bye.
Now, big up yourself, Kingsley Shipping. I had to repost this. I had to put this in this blog. Because I like your initiative. I really appreciate it, what you do for the Jamaican people. Them. But one advice, my general, do make sure, until you go to Jamaica, make sure say you have your security. Because I watched my view yesterday, and I say, it's like the people left on the help people. Man lay down in a road like say them want help and people come out to help them. I ain't say look them ambush the people them and gone with everything. So do be careful. That's what I say. Because you do have some, you know what I mean? I think some mental people in Jamaica with some serious mental issue. Because I can't understand how can someone offering you help in this time and you want to do that to the people them. However, I want to check out this next clip where we have a British man that explain to us. I will explain to the British people them, at least some of them, that think that Britain shouldn't help Jamaica in Melissa Aftermath. Listen to what he said. He might educate some corrupt-hearted people. Listen.
With Hurricane Melissa wreaking havoc in Jamaica, British people are up in arms at the prospect that Britain might actually help Jamaica to rebuild. People writing things like, why is it always on the British to help do one? Would Jamaica help if we had a hurricane? It's fascinating that these kinds of people who profess to love their country and to be so nationalistic about Britain actually don't have the foggiest idea about Britain's history. Britain established Jamaica as a slave colony, of course, but I think people labor under the misapprehension that somehow when slavery was abolished, the wealth that was generated by slaves just mysteriously evaporated. But the truth is that that wealth is still in Britain and it's still generating more wealth to this day. Infrastructure that was paid for by the uncompensated labor of slaves still earns money for British people now. Railway lines, port cities like Liverpool, Glasgow, Bristol, the infrastructure that was paid for in universities, in libraries, in museums, still makes Britain a wealthy and powerful country hundreds of years after slavery ended. So even if we ended the contribution of Jamaicans to Britain on the day that slavery ended, Jamaicans are still owed billions and billions for the labor that their ancestors performed and they were never paid for. The wealth that was extracted from their country, that means that their country is still behind where Britain is now because wealth is built on a bedrock of wealth. But the truth is that Jamaica's contribution to Britain didn't end when slavery ended. because Jamaicans have continued to contribute to Britain ever since. During the Second World War, about 16,000 people from the West Indies, most of them Jamaican, contributed to the war effort. They signed up not through conscription, but as volunteers to fight in Europe to defend Britain from the Nazis. This person accuses Jamaica of having a take attitude. When did Jamaicans ever colonize Britain? When did Jamaica enslave the British people and strip Britain of wealth to take back to Jamaica? It hasn't happened. The take attitude is all projection from British people. And this person says, I'd love to know who would help Britain if we had a crisis. Well, during the Second World War, Jamaicans did help Britain in a crisis. Hundreds of Jamaicans lost their lives defending Britain. When did British people ever risk their lives to defend Jamaica? Somebody.
Now, for St. Elizabeth, several years ago, I had mentioned that Jamaica needs to purpose build a city. We haven't really purpose built a city. We have never done it. Certainly not since colonial times. Maybe Spanish Town was the only purpose built city. And I had tasked the UDC to identify the area that would be best suited for the development of the third city. Two areas were in close competition, and I'm not going to say specifically where, because that is going to just unleash, you don't want people to go and start to buy land and stake claim, and then you can't do what you need to do. So we don't give the details as to where, but suffice to say that the area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. And you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and replicates Kingston. You want to create something unique. And therefore, this parish, St. Elizabeth, would be where we would be looking to develop our new city. That's a big deal.
Hurricane Melissa is the strongest storm that Jamaica has ever seen, with winds up to 185 miles per hour, and it has devastated many cities in Jamaica, leaving them underwater, including Kingston, the exact area that Vision 2030 wants to turn into a digital smart city. This 2030 vision turns Kingston into AI infrastructure, biometric IDs, and a centralized grid. The Vision 2030 plan works hand in hand with SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And we all know who is heavily involved with that program. He didn't start the organization, but his foundation funds it and has pledged $1.5 billion to its causes. And crazy enough, his foundation also pledges hundreds of millions of dollars to research geoengineering in order to fight climate change. It is just crazy to me that every single time there are plans for smart city infrastructure, natural disasters seem to hit the exact area. It's crazy to me that every single time there are plans for smart city infrastructure, natural disasters seem to hit the exact area, causing significant damage to hospitals, residential property, housing, and commercial property as well, making way for new development plans. Meteorologists are calling this storm unreal, and maybe that's exactly what it is. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Meteorologists have described Hurricane Melissa as unreal due to its exceptional and rare characteristics, which include its extreme rapid intensification, its ability to defy conditions that would normally weaken a storm, and a highly unusual radar presentation. Key reasons for this description: extreme rapid intensification. Melissa's wind speeds increased by approximately 70 miles per hour within a 24-hour period, a phenomenon called extreme rapid intensification, which is rare for a hurricane. It even had a second round of rapid intensification as it neared land. Defying typical weakening factors. The storm stalled for a period near Jamaica's mountainous terrain, which would usually disrupt and weaken a hurricane due to friction and pulling up cold, deep ocean water. Instead, Melissa continued to intensity, indicating exceptionally warm and deep ocean waters. Unusual eye structure. Hurricane hunters reported a square eye wall presentation on radar, a feature only seen in the strongest hurricanes and those undergoing extreme rapid intensification caused by multiple mesovortices within the eye. Record intensity. Melissa achieved record-tying 185 miles per hour, sustained winds at landfall in Jamaica, making it the most powerful storm to hit the island in modern history and one of the most intense ever recorded in the Atlantic Basin. A visible stadium effect. The stadium effect, the sloping of the eye wall outward with height resembling a stadium, was reportedly the most pronounced and well-defined some meteorologists had ever seen, an awe-inspiring but also eerie sight. These unusual and powerful features led meteorologists and storm chasers to use terms like unreal to describe the extraordinary nature of the storm. Scientists largely agree that human-caused climate change and warmer ocean waters are contributing to the increased frequency and intensity of such extreme weather events. Scientists largely agree that human-caused climate change and warmer ocean waters are contributing to the increased frequency and intensity of such extreme weather events. Meteorologist Brantly Keiek, post 28 October at 0113. Unreal. The eye of Cat 5 Hurricane Melissa. I've never seen the stadium effect so pronounced and well-defined. This will be in meteorology textbooks. My heart breaks for Jamaica. Meteorologist Brantly Keiek. This photo is from the U.S. Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunters earlier today. It's easy to see why another Hurricane Hunter crew had to abort their mission into the storm due to extreme turbulence. The science of how Hurricane Melissa became so extreme. How Hurricane Melissa became one of the most intense Atlantic storms on record. A nearly perfect alignment of factors has enabled Hurricane Melissa to become one of the most intense Atlantic storms ever recorded. This is about as strong as hurricanes get, says Brian McNulty, a hurricane researcher at the University of Miami. Even in the Western Pacific, where powerful storms happen more frequently, few tropical cyclones would achieve this intensity. Most intense Atlantic hurricanes on record. The reason Melissa has been able to reach this rarefied company is a near-perfect alignment of circumstances. This is taking advantage of every possible condition it can right now, McNulty says. It's this frustrating combination of scientifically speaking, we know this is possible, but as humans, we are flabbergasted at seeing manifest in this way, says Kim Wood, an atmospheric scientist at the University of Arizona. The engine at the heart of any tropical cyclone is the convection powered by the temperature difference between the warm sea surface and the cold atmosphere at the top of the storm, where air flows out. That outflow emerges at a layer called the tropopause, which marks the boundary between the troposphere, where Earth's weather happens, and the overlying stratosphere. The tropopause is higher in the tropics than it is in more temperate latitudes. It's also higher over the Pacific than it is over the tropical Atlantic, which is part of the reason the Pacific's typhoons are often stronger than Atlantic hurricanes, though they are the same phenomena. Melissa is making full use of that tropopause height and its extremely cold cloud tops, fueling its exceptional convection. Hurricane science has a lot of jargon. Here's what it all means. At the bottom end of its convective engine, Melissa has been parked basically over the warmest water the Atlantic has to offer right now. McNulty salves. Ocean temperatures in the Caribbean are at their peak in October after the summer months, when the ocean just sits and cooks, he adds. Buoy measurements from a week ago showed water temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, or more down to 60 meters, nearly 200 feet. There was a widespread bath sitting underneath what eventually became Melissa, Wood says. Normally, a storm as slow-moving as Melissa has been with forward motion of 3 to 5 miles per hour would churn up colder waters from deeper in the ocean, ultimately weakening the storm. But there is ample warmth deep enough in this area that hasn't happened to Melissa. It's pretty much the perfect place for this to happen, McNulty says. On the other hand, if Melissa had been faster moving, it might not have been able to feed on the warm waters for as long as it has. This hurricane has barely moved in the past week. The time the hurricane has spent over this wealth of warmth has also helped it maintain its incredible intensity for so long. It's been a Category 5 storm for more than a day. Melissa grew from a tropical storm to a major hurricane in a process known as rapid intensification, which occurs when a storm, winds jump by at least 55 miles per hour in 24 hours. Melissa's winds increased by twice that amount during its first period of rapid intensification. That's extraordinary, McNulty says. That's extraordinary, McNulty says. Melissa grew from a tropical storm to a major hurricane in a process known as rapid intensification, which occurs when a storm, winds jump by at least 55 miles per hour in 24 hours. Melissa's winds increased by twice that amount during its first period of rapid intensification. That's extraordinary, McNulty says. Screenshot 06-2025-10, 16.54.51. Perhaps even more astounding was that Melissa underwent another period of rapid intensification after it was already a Category 4 hurricane. And it has not only maintained its Category 5 status, as it has slowly approached Jamaica, but has also kept intensifying. Normally, as storms begin to interact with land, particularly with hilly terrain such as that of Jamaica, friction starts to disrupt and weaken them. Yet Hurricane Melissa looks like it doesn't even know Jamaica is there, McNulty says. It looks completely undisturbed. It is clear that, with a changing climate, ocean temperatures are rising, and there one's more moisture available to tropical systems. And there one's a clear trend toward more and more intense rapid intensification and a higher proportion of storms that reach higher intensities. Whether we will see more situations in which conditions line up perfectly to let hurricanes reach their maximum potential is unclear, Wood says. But Melissa will likely spur much more research into that question.
Why is nobody talking about Hurricane Melissa? At first, it looked like an ordinary hurricane, and it was moving north. And just like every other storm was moving north, but this one did something weird. It changed trajectory. It shifted, cutting sharply towards Jamaica. And just days before this shift, headlines began surfacing that Jamaica is sitting on untapped natural resources. Huge. They have gas, oils, rare earth minerals, things that are worth billions. So the question is, was this turn a coincidence or something else? Now, I'm not stating any claims. I am asking. So I asked myself, wouldn't it be easier to get to all of these resources if everything was just like wiped out? I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying it's worth looking into it. Because in theory, it's very possible to influence a storm. Just by changing temperature, humidity, and air pressure in certain places, you have to be at the right place at the right time. You can nudge a weather system to go in a different direction. And this isn't anything new. Way back in the 1940s, scientists were trying to figure out a way to use cloud seeding to be able to move like the direction of a hurricane. Just look up Project Cirrus and then Project Storm Fury. This is real science where they'd get these planes and they'd fly them into storms and release iodide. And this would disrupt their structure. Now, the results were never fully shared with the public, but it did prove that we were already trying to test ways to modify the weather system. During the Vietnam, we had something called Project Popeye. From 1967 to 1972, the military seeded clouds over Southeast Asia. And they did this to make it rain harder, to block roads, supplies that were going into the enemies. Their slogan was literally, "Make mud, not war." It worked so well that in 1977, they had to agree and make a treaty that weather manipulation wouldn't be used in war. What? But even after that, cloud seeding didn't stop there. It's used in the USA, China, Russia, and the UAE to bring rain, stop droughts, or to clear the skies for major events. Remember how the Chinese government, when they had the Olympics, said, no worry, we won't make it rain. It's going to be all good weather, guaranteed. That's what we're talking about. So we've been told about these things. But can you imagine the level of more things they don't tell us? There are also programs in the field of geoengineering. Ideas like stratospheric aerosol injection, marine cloud brightening, and ionospheric manipulation using high-frequency radio waves. So officially, they're just research. And then the programs go classified and we never hear from them again. So if the technology to alter weather already exists, what's to say that it can't be scaled up? I mean, what if a storm could be steered? We shift it just enough that when it hits, it wipes out, it makes everything easier to... makes things easier for people to profit of the aftermath? I mean, when there are billions of dollars of natural resources on the line, and all you need is a small nudge with the weather, it could literally change everything. So I'm not saying that this is happening. I'm just saying the pattern is here. We've been seeing it for several years now. So the question is this: if we have the technology to modify the weather as we do, how far has it really gone? Who's controlling these people? We've seen so many weird storms and calamities. And in my head, if we have the technology to make it rain here and do this and do that, why don't we have the same technology that can save people when we know that the storm is going to hit them? Am I right? If cloud seeding works, if this other stuff works, then why shouldn't it work in reverse also to save people? Move it in a different direction if you know it's going to go hit these poor people in Jamaica, right? Unless the aftermath is so profitable that, hey, we don't have the technology, or it's classified.
We need to watch this.
Researchers are creating their own storms in a state-of-the-art lab. It could end up saving lives. Mark, good morning.
Okay, my viewers and my subscribers, here is a perfect example of how researchers in Miami create storm, yeah? And they create this storm to do research, you know, for know about storm, can even control the storm, can intensify the storm, can do just about what they want with nature. And as you heard, they also doing this to save lives. So, when you hear that lady say,
am I right? If cloud seeding works, if this other stuff works, then why shouldn't it work in reverse also to save people? Move it in a different direction if you know it's going to go hit these poor people in Jamaica, right? Unless the aftermath is so profitable that, hey, we don't have the technology, or it's classified.
when you say Melissa change direction and headed towards Jamaica, with all the research and everything we never do, could they steer it away from Jamaica? The storm stand up one place and get generated heat and everything, strength and everything, and then just decide for just do what it want. The storm have a mind of its own. Change direction and it's straight to St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. I mash up the whole of Jamaica. I tell you, say, I one of the biggest coincidence they say happened. Let me tell you, full pan, Jesus.
Good morning. This tank gives scientists and the rest of us a view no one has ever had before. What a hurricane's power looks like at water level as it storms ashore. In just 2 minutes, scientists here can take calm waters and turn them into a monster hurricane.
The wind is gradually getting stronger and stronger as it's coming up here, and it's ramping up to a Category 5. It's probably about a Category 3 right now.
This 75-foot-long tank is the first simulator in the world capable of creating a Category 5 hurricane over water. Brian House is the director of the University of Miami's new laboratory at the Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science. What was it like when you cranked it up the first time full blast?
It was stunning. I mean, it was it was chilled.
Nearly 40,000 gallons of seawater fill this tank. House uses a computer program and a single 1,700 horsepower fan with wind speeds up to 157 miles per hour.
This tank is the largest wind wave facility in the world. We can generate an extreme Category 5.
Chat is spooky or Andrew Holness say them a go rebuild St. Elizabeth into a city couple months ago. Only if we see St. Elizabeth blow down. So what do I have to say about that? I don't think of something spooky. We shall see. Time will reveal its true nature. But the funny still, Andrew, what make you do it? But make you see what going on.
Guys, don't follow TVJ because them not tell Uno the truth. Over 100 people dead in St. Elizabeth, where house Japan, where water wash, where missing. Same thing for Westmoreland. Guys, a lot of people dead in Westmoreland. Body can't move. A serious thing are going on, guys. So the news reporter them not tell Uno the truth, guys. Because they don't want to put a panic in the nation. And people overseas are going to start fret. And I wonder what for them loved one they would not hear from, guys. But guys, it don't look good. Guys.
Now my viewers and subscribers, when we look and see the devastation what Hurricane Melissa done to Jamaica, in your mind, when it's being reported right now that it's only 19 persons reportedly lost them life during the hurricane, that doesn't sit well with me. I don't know how it sit well with you. Because when I consider that past hurricane like Ivan that wasn't as intensified as Hurricane Melissa took hundreds of lives, some might say, well, Jamaica have developed. In which way? Because when you look at the devastation to the homes of the people of Jamaica, you see wall house smashed down, you see zinc house smashed down, everything gone. And the people them are suffering. Now, many people are saying, them thank God for life, which is right. Because from you lose life, you can gain back all that you have lost. But it still weighs in my mind that what a coincidence that St. Elizabeth, the food basket of Jamaica, Hurricane Melissa, which the Jamaican people them say is a natural thing, a God do it. Wash where all of the people them left hundreds homeless. But out of it all, the Prime Minister is like God answer for him prayers. Because him never want nobody buy property down at St. Elizabeth. Because him did have plants down there, so him did want down the empty. And God does so great that God does create this incredible earthquake, hurricane that we never see in our life. You understand? And does destroy Jamaica and does the exact spot that the Prime Minister said he was gonna build this prepared smart city in Jamaica. That Hurricane Melissa changed direction and it's straight there. You understand? And flattened the place. So now the Prime Minister have no problem in doing what he want to do with that. So as them say, God work in mysterious ways. Cause many might see this and have them opinion, which they're entitled to. As I said, this is my research, my opinion on this. This is not God work. Man do things and blame the Almighty. And also God work. That are not God works.
Alright, for all out the ask about Belgium. So I reach a Belgium, yeah, so.
Jaja, Belgium wreck.
I reach a Belgium, people. So, see you run a Belgium, look here.
Yeah.
Run a Belgium, mash up.
So when I think go back to the world.
Run a Belgium, mash up, people.
Yes, don't video over here for your fault, yo. You harass me, yo.
See the people. Belgium, mash up, people. Belgium. Belgium, mash up. Done.
So it take a while to come back.
Clock dog, away shop there.
Yes, he shop flat man.
Bumbo clock dog, cook shop, gone, people. I know Pop want somebody go, I now go down there, so. I don't know if you can send somebody, because I don't want the dog feel like say, alright, you know. Oh yeah, make him come on for this. I see the people, Belgium done. So all I would ask me about run a Belgium. See the forest, this me I go, I now go down no further.
See the cook shop gone, so I don't know.
The cook shop gone, I now go no further. That I can't call something. Alright, for all I would ask about Belgium. So I reach a Belgium, yeah, so.
Jaja, Belgium wreck.
I reach a Belgium, people. So, see you run a Belgium, look here.
Yeah.
Run a Belgium, mash up.
So when I think go back to the world.
Run a Belgium, mash up people.
Don't video over here for your fast, yo. We are harass me, yo.
See the people. Belgium, mash up people. Belgium. Belgium, mash up. Done.
So it take a while to come back.
Clock dog, away shop there.
Yes, he shop flat man.
Bumbo clock dog cook shop gone people. I know Pop want somebody go, I now go down there so. I don't know if you can send somebody car. I don't want the dog feel like say alright, you know. Oh yeah, mate, come on for this. I see the people Belgium done. So all I would ask me about run a Belgium. See the forest this me I go, I now go down no further.
See that cook shop gone, so I don't know.
Dog cook shop gone, I now go no further. Dog, I can't call something.
Destruction is real, people. I make nobody fool, you know. Westmoreland done. Done. Anything named board, zinc, every roof, school, historic church, 200 years old and plus. The whole of the school gone. You get what I mean? See the roofs after roofs. We not nothing left down here. We are trying to escape. Because the government don't send not even a helicopter come fly over we. So you see the escape we are trying to escape here now. We don't know which way to go. We go right, left, center. We don't see no army. We don't see no medics. We don't see America. We don't see Canada. We don't see England. And that's something happened in Jamaica and we have forced set of people to go anywhere.
We lost everything.
Do you feel a bit let down, a bit cut off, a bit isolated, a bit forgotten about?
Yeah, feels like we're in the wilderness.
How do you begin to rebuild when all you've got left is rubble? The village of Middle Quarters is home to fishermen and their families. People used to line the street here selling shrimp. There was a bar and a newsagent. Now they're telling their own stories of survival.
I lost my finger.
You lost your finger? What happened?
It's the wind and the door. I lost it. The door cut it off. Do you want to see it? We're trying to get some help.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've not got any sort of antibiotics or anything?
No, we don't have. I'm diabetic, so I have to be careful in whatever I use.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get some medical help right now.
Have you still got your diabetes medication?
Some. They're all gone. I lost everything. Everything, house, everything.
You've no diapers, nappies for your kids?
Nothing.
Or how have your children been the last few days?
I mean, they don't really understand what is happening, so I don't know.
But they presumably understand that there's less food than there was, less water than there was.
So because they're used to food, it's like they don't even understand that we don't have it to give them.
That must be heartbreaking as a mum. Overhead, the whir of army helicopters flying past, but on the ground, cries for help as yet unanswered.
We don't have no water to drink right now. The liquor what we have right now, I run out.
Yeah. This is literally empty.
Yeah, this is so cause we don't have none. While we have a yard run out because it's too much family member, so we all have to drink water.
Are you surprised there's not been more help from the government here?
Well, yeah, I'm surprised we haven't get as much help yet. So far, we're not seeing no help from the government yet. So we have to just keep our finger crossed and hope that, Andrew, if you hear this, we need help. We need help. We need help in our community now.
The smell of sewage pervades the air here. At the side of the road, people burn belongings soiled by the storm. There are police on the streets, but often it's not quite clear who's in charge or what they're doing. What's your mission here?
No, we can't do anything right now.
Because there's quite a lot of communities I'm seeing that there's people, needing food and water and things. Excuse me, sir. I'm just wondering what your mission here is. Is it to try and get help to people? Because I've seen quite a few communities that are marooned. They feel like they're being abandoned. Journeys that would usually take 1 hour here now take 6. Battling through terrain transformed by the hurricane. It's proving as difficult to get out as it was to get in. You can see here Good Samaritans, just ordinary people working to clear power lines. I think now the question for authorities is, can they find another way to get aid in, whether that be by the air with helicopter drops or something else? Because relief is arriving, this team of rescue workers from the US, and boxes of tinned food and hygiene kits being dispersed on the ground. But with such widespread damage to the infrastructure and so many people in need, the challenge ahead sometimes feels insurmountable.
The U.S. is providing an initial $11 million U.S. to support immediate assistance in hurricane-affected communities. That's the initial lift. This support is being provided to relief agencies, including the Red Cross, UN World Food Program, Samaritan's Purse and Project Hope, and others, as well as direct assistance from the government, or direct assistance managed by the government. We have a DART team on the ground that is reviewing additional support with the government of Jamaica. The initial funding includes support such as emergency food supplies to an estimated 40,000 hurricane-affected people, installation of 6 water treatment systems, each with the capacity to provide 4,000 liters of safe drinking water per hour, emergency shelter materials, installation of static health facilities and mobile medical services to restore and increase access to primary health services, logistics and transportation support to help get relief supplies available in country to affected families.
Here may I send up the government of Jamaica, we are asking please, when they get the international money from all them international countries, they are going to give the donation to help bring back Jamaica and build back Jamaica. When they can pass up on the money, please, me I beg you, don't take none out of the money. We are begging you, please. Me I beg you in Jesus' name. Please do not take none of the money where the international country are going to send to Jamaica for the relief. Please, nobody take not even now 1 cent, much less $100. May I beg you, please. The money, nobody take none out of it. Please, may I beg you, please and thanks. That time, may I pray to you, please touch up none of the money. Every ghetto youth